And we are live at the red carpet from the Egyptian Theater and the Los Angeles Film Festival, the 11th LA Greek Film Festival, which is culminating today after 5 days of films, more films, documentaries, and everything else that was in between. Various events, panel discussion, master classes, and tonight it culminates. We will be with you live throughout the evening at various intervals, presenting various interviews, talking with the very many guests that will be here, and with many celebrities that will be visiting the red carpet as well. So just stay tuned, and we will be going on Facebook Live at various intervals right from the red carpet at the Los Angeles Greek Film Festival, closing ceremonies where later in the evening we will also have the Orpheus Awards. This is Andriana Petratos. I'll be back with you very soon. Closing night at the Los Angeles Greek Film Festival. How do you feel, Vivian Panu, Director of Special Events at Earth Friendly Products?
I feel so proud to be a Greek woman. The fact that our country and our talent is producing such amazing films is really just an incredible experience for someone like me to enjoy. You know, when I was a little girl being raised by my Greek parents in Chicago, we used to go to the Hellenic Kinematographo every Thursday, and we would watch these amazing films. And then they shut down several years later. And now that we're a part of the LA Greek Film Festival, you know, sponsors with Earth Friendly Products, maker of Ecos, and we have the opportunity to come year after year to enjoy these amazing masterpieces, it's really such a cool thing. And this year was phenomenal, truly phenomenal.
Sorry to take the mic away from you. Tell us some of your most memorable moments from the festival so far, because we still have a couple more films tonight.
Oh my goodness, where do you begin? I swear that the people's choice is going to be difficult. There must be ties for sure as far as I'm concerned. Smack was amazing, truly fantastic film. Memories of a Doll, adorable, sweet, heartbreaking short film, really well done. Rosa of Smyrna, I mean, every family has a story to tell and perhaps a few hidden ones, and that just really brought it home of how many people must have such tragedies in their lives, you know, from the times of Smyrna. And then last night, a beautiful day to watch that amazing film written and produced by our very favorite Angeliki Giannakopoulou and Feidon Papamichail to direct it. Such a beautifully done short film, really impactful. And as well as the other feature film that was shown last night. And the title of it escapes me, but it was really awesome.
Okay. That's not a problem, really, because there are so many films and it's difficult to remember each and every one. But we do remember that they've made an impact and that they were very exciting for us to see, very moving, very touching. And what's in it in the next day for you, for Earth Friendly Products, for the year to come? What can we expect?
Well, you can expect a lot of awesome green innovation. Today, I'm really excited. I can't wait for Kelly to present the Van Vlahakis Award to the Best Short Filmmaker, which was chosen by the jury. And so that'll be really exciting. But really, for Earth Friendly Products, I mean, at least another 50 years of great green innovation, producing the most sustainable, the most powerful, the most cost-effective green cleaning products, not just for Californians to enjoy and Americans to enjoy, but people throughout the entire world. So just a lot of great things coming ahead. The Other Me is the other film that I wanted to mention that I really enjoyed last night. And the director of that film was not only very talented with creating this beautiful masterpiece, but he's also just a true gentleman and just so eloquent. It was wonderful to hear the Q&A from him yesterday after the presentation. So really a spectacular 11th annual Greek Film Festival. And I truly can't wait till year 12 next year.
None of us can, and so enjoy the rest of the evening. It's the closing ceremony. A lot of fun. We have a lot of fun after the film, after the awards. This doesn't stop. And thank you for joining us once again.
Andriana, thank you for the work that you do and keeping all of us Greeks connected here in the U.S. You really are doing a spectacular job, and keep up the awesome work. Thanks.
Los Angeles Greek Film Festival closing night in Los Angeles, right in the heart of Hollywood. I'm here with Development Coordinator Despina Patronas. It's been 5 days. Today is the 5th day. Your emotions, your feelings, tell us about everything.
Well, hi, Andriana. It's nice to be here again at the closing night. We opened our film festival with America Square, which was directed by Yannis Sakaridis. And we concluded our film festival with Son of Sophia, which was a Best International Feature Film Award at Tribeca 2017 by Elena Psihu. Did I say that? Yes. And you know, in between, you're wondering what happens in between at our film festival. Well, it's like a wedding. It's a reunion that we get together once a year, and we get to share joys and pains and celebrations and accomplishments, and we get to share our projects. And Los Angeles Greek Film Festival was founded by Ersi Danu and by Angeliki Giannakopoulos, and it started 11 years ago. And what I'm feeling is amazed. I'm awed because 50 films are here this year. Over 50 filmmakers have attended from 11 different countries, and we're celebrating our 11th year anniversary. And it's just amazing to see so many beautiful different projects that we all get together and we collaborate and we share, and we get to experience that at the Egyptian Theater. And a lot of people try to do something like that just to attend even once a year. And so it's a bittersweet ending, but I'm really excited about the Orpheus Awards tonight and about all of our friends that come from all over the world to see it and experience it with us.
Well, we thank you. We'd like to. I know it's kind of like a sad feeling because when something comes to an end, it's always a little bittersweet. But you know, here's to a fantastic festival this year that we had. Wonderful, great turnout, amazing films, and here's to the 12th year. But we're not done yet tonight. We've got a lot more going on this evening.
We're going to be having Alexander Payne with us, and that's all. Cut.
Well, Alexander Payne, as we know, is going to be honored with the Orpheus Award. Yes. And director of many, many films like Sideways and Nebraska. So thank you for joining us. Enjoy your evening. You've worked hard enough for it. So just sit back and relax right now.
Thank you so much, Andriana. Thank you for everything that you do for us and our community. You empower all of our artists, and you do it with a very passionate heart.
And I'm here with the one and only Bev Regas of the LA Greek Film Festival, the publicist, the big person around here.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for being here and joining us for a few minutes because I know you're very busy. You're planning closing night.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about the way everything, because you've been doing this for years with the Greek Film Festival. So tell us a little bit how this year went, how it rolled along, and how you're feeling today, which is the last day, and we have the Orpheus Awards and a whole bunch of other things that we're waiting for.
Well, we're always sad when it's over. You know, we've had a lot of fun this week. If you haven't been here, there's still time to come and purchase tickets for closing night. But it's gone smooth. The films were wonderful. We've got a lot of filmmakers. And the Orpheus Awards are tonight, so that's always exciting. Dimitri Martin is going to host them, so.
Yes, that's wonderful. And this evening, as I mentioned before with Espina, we're honoring Alexander Payne.
Yes, Oscar-winning director, writer, producer, and President, CEO of Paramount, Jim Giannopoulos, will present the awards.
Wonderful. So I know you're very busy. I know you have a lot to do. Congratulations on another fantastic LAGFF. And thank you for joining us for a few minutes.
Thank you.
And I'm here with Isaias Konstantinos. Hi, Isaiah. How are you?
Yes, Adriana, I'm very good. I'm so excited. I'm here for the closing night of the festival.
And just tell us and the listeners and the audience watching us around the world right now, what exactly, besides being a director, what is your involvement with the film festival?
This year, I help with the social media and the box office. We try to refresh a little bit the social media and have the audience to participate live with the Q&As and people that can watch what is happening to the festival. And we are very excited because we reach 100,000 people, and that's an amazing number for us. That we are very, very happy about the festival and the outcome.
Well, there was something that's sort of newer to our lives, is that now we've got something called Facebook Live, and a lot of people, including yourselves, have been doing that, and then we've had a very big reach. I mean, they've been watching us. I know from our radio Facebook that we've had people all over Greece watching the LAGFF.
Is that fantastic that we building bridges as the subject of the for this year, and actually we'll build bridges with bringing the audience live, and I'm so excited. I want to say thank you to Steven and to Katerina Zaharia, because we are a great team, and I'm so happy that we worked so good this year to bring that to everyone all over the world, and we will have that as archive and as history, and I'm so excited about that.
That's wonderful, and it only makes us get more eager and anxious for the next film festival in a year. We've got a year to work on it and make it twice as big as it was this year, correct?
We have a lot of plans. We have a lot of great ideas, and we are so excited, and we will work for new things and new ideas, and the festival, the promotion of the festival, and the people that they like. The most important for me is that the filmmakers, they come to this festival and their movies are exposed, and people, they're talking about them, they comment about them. That's important. That's very important. That's why they're here, and that's why we are so happy that we can give them all these things, and it's great.
Well, that's great, and from our end, we'd like to congratulate you too, because if it wasn't for such a successful festival, we wouldn't be able to be here either. And it's just, it takes a village, and everybody does their part. And at the end, you just sit back, you're relaxing, you say, wow, that was a really great festival.
Exactly. It's so many people that they work into the festival, and they do a lot of great things, and it's great. Thank you, everyone, that you're participating, and everyone that you submitted your movies, and you're coming here to Los Angeles to us. It's amazing.
Well, thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the evening now in the closing ceremony and the party afterwards.
Yes, let's have party. Opa!
And I'm here with Adrian Fernandez, the heart and soul of the volunteer movement of the Los Angeles Greek Film Festival. Hello, Adrian, and tell us about the volunteer movement this year, how it went, how it's going, and just how you feel. It's the final day.
Well, thank you very much for this interview. It's been really good. We had an excellent turnout of volunteers, approximately about 70 volunteers this year. Yes, it's a huge number. Yeah, I'm glad that I was able to collect a lot of, not collect, but, get a lot of volunteers this year on board. This is my 9th year with the film festival, and this is my 11th year, so I've pretty much been around for quite some time now. So, but, I'm happy. It's been a success, and I'm glad that it's the last day, and we have plenty of help this year, so I can't wait for tonight.
Wonderful. And is there a bit of a bittersweet feeling because it's the last evening?
Of course. We usually get it tonight during dinner.
Right. That's when it kicks in.
It kicks in at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Okay, well, we have plenty of time between now and then, so enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much, and thank you again.
And we're on the red carpet right now for Los Angeles Hellenic Radio, and I'm with June Squibb, actress from the movie Nebraska. Welcome.
Thank you.
And I understand you're here because your Alexander Payne is being honored this evening, and you starred in his movie.
Right. I starred in Nebraska and also in About Schmidt. I was lucky enough to do 2 with him, so I'm very, very proud to be here and honor him.
Yes, of course. Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us. I won't keep you any longer. And we look forward to seeing you on the big screen again.
Thank you.
And I'm here with Charis Kakatsakis, who is the son of June Squibb, whom we just spoke with, who starred in Nebraska, an Alexander Payne movie. And Alexander Payne is being honored this evening. Well, welcome. And this is your first festival, I understand.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
And how do you feel?
Great. I'm a filmmaker myself, so it's great to be. I honestly didn't know there was a Greek film festival, so I've been to many film festivals, so it's excellent to be at this one at long last.
Wonderful, and welcome, and thank you for being here. And now that you know that there is a Greek film festival, maybe we'll see you more often now.
Yes, definitely.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy the evening and everything that's about to ensue.
Yes, thank you very much. Have a great evening.
And we're here with director Vasilis Mazomenos and his movie that screened here at the LAGFF Lines. How has this experience been for you?
Great. It was a great festival. Very good movies, and I hope I'll come back.
Well, we look forward to having you back. And all in all, what are your sentiments after 5 days with the festival?
I've met people. I made some meetings, and also I saw some great movies, and also movies from young directors that I think it's the hope of the Greek cinema the day after.
Well, that's wonderful. It was a pleasure having you here. We wish you the best of success with your movie and its continuation in this beautiful tour. And as we say in Greek, kalotaxido.
Thank you very much.
We are at the Los Angeles Greek Film Festival, and we just had someone walk in that can't grace a red carpet more than anybody. I've got the beautiful Miss Greece, Miss Universe, Corina Tsopei. Welcome.
Love you too.
Well, we love you. I've loved you since I was a little girl, but you know that story. We've said it a million times. What brings you to the festival? And I know you're here every single year, and you're a strong supporter.
You know what? Sakis Ruvas brought me here the first time.
Really?
What was better? So I got hooked. So, well, it's an opportunity to see the young Greek talent coming to LA. That's a dream for so many young people, and I like to be supportive.
And you are always supportive, and we couldn't thank you enough for being here and gracing us with, of course, with your beauty and just your personality. And I never knew that Saki Ruva was responsible for bringing you here. There we go.
Good date. So that is a good beginning. So thank
Well,
you.
enjoy
Wherever you are.
your evening. Have a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you a bit later.
For sure.
Paolo Marino Blanco, screenwriter and director, who's at the Greek Film Festival once again after how many years?
Now it's after 6 years.
And tell us about the time that you were here 6 years ago and why you were here.
Well, I was here about like six or 7 years ago. I'm here with my feature Goodnight Irene, which premiered here at the LA Greek Film Festival after being at Edinburgh and like traveling the world. And then I was here a few years later with the next project that I'm shooting in Brazil. That's a feature film. I was here part of the pitching forum, the IPDF. No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask you because I'm nosy. Do you have anything participating this year, or are you just here relaxing this year and watching all the other Lice movies?
I'm here relaxing and listening to the pitches as well, and because I became very friendly with the IPDF team, I'd say Lemos and all of them, and I never miss a chance to come if I'm in town. Yeah.
Well, great, and we look forward to having you here again soon, and with the film or not. And this is an experience, and it's a wonderful festival. So thank you for being here, and enjoy your evening.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
And I have Dimitris Yorkadzis with me, actor and comedian. Welcome. And how's the LAGFF been treating you this year? This is your first time here?
It's my actually second time. I was last year with Yorgos Karamichos' team. We worked on the closing night. This is the second time, and I want to invite you all on Wednesday, guys, at the Fringe Festival. I'm at a play. The name is Himerambella, and I will give you an invitation. It's at 10 p.m.
Wonderful. Would you like to give us a little hint about what it's about?
I don't want to say a lot. I want to keep it a secret, but it's an acrobatic journey, actually, and I didn't even know that I could do all this stuff with silks and with one hand, whatever. The story is about the classic story of, Romeo and Juliet, whatever. It's the modern Romeo and Juliet. And then it's the best friend of the lady who is very jealous that she doesn't really give her attention anymore because she's in love with me. So, yeah, that's what I want to say. But yeah, if you want, you can come on Wednesday, 10 p.m.
Okay, so Wednesday then, Fringe Festival, 10 p.m.
At the Theater of Sacred Fools.
The Theater of Sacred Fools, and whereabout is that?
This is Vine here in Hollywood.
Right in Hollywood. So you heard it straight from Mr. Yorkadzis himself, who also does some amazing YouTube videos. Tell us a little bit about that for somebody who hasn't seen them.
Yeah. I'm actually doing some videos. I call it shushoukos. Shushoukos is a Cypriot candy that we use, and I hold it as a microphone, and I make fun of Americans, actually. And I actually use it in Sigma TV, Sigma TV in Cyprus. And they played 3 of my videos so far, and I will send them soon in the next few weeks.
Well, wonderful. Congratulations. Enjoy the evening. We'll see you at the theater on Wednesday at 10 p.m.
Thank you, and have a wonderful night.
Thank you. And I'm here with 2 very lovely ladies at the Los Angeles Greek Film Festival.
Patty Apostolidis.
Kalliopi Tufidi.
And tell us why you're here. And you've been here for the entire festival, all 5 days?
All 5 days. My friend Calliope, who is a member of the Hellenic Writers Group in Washington, D.C., was telling us about this Greek Film Festival for several years, and we finally had a chance to come down here and enjoy it. It's wonderful. It's one of the best things that I've witnessed in a long time with the Greek culture, the Greek films. We are writers, and we are trying to connect with the script writers and the filmmakers and try to give them some of our ideas. So that's why we're here.
Yes, that's why we came here. We love this place. And
Is this your first time at the festival?
no, I think the first one that they had it, I was here.
11 years ago. Wonderful. So thank you for joining us. The wonderful Kelly Vlachakis is here. It's closing night, and it's a very special night for you. And would you like to tell us why?
Absolutely. Well, I'm so very excited tonight to present the Van Vlachakis Award for Best Short Film. For the last several years, we've given a filmmaker who's made the best short a $1,000 prize so that they can utilize it in the continuation of their filmmaking journey. And we've recognized them here at this festival. And my father always loved Greek film. He always wanted to support Greek filmmakers. He believed wholeheartedly in the beauty and the power of film. And so it's very exciting to present that award tonight. And it's exciting because, you know, the festival opened with the 50th anniversary celebration video that my cousin, Petros Antoniadis, who's a fantastic filmmaker in Greece, he made that in honor of my father. And it showed our celebrations in Illinois and in New Jersey and California and Washington. And so it was a great way to open the festival. And it seems very fitting that the closing of the festival also has my father as part of its core in the presentation of this wonderful, wonderful honor to a very talented filmmaker.
So in addition to all that, we've got an upcoming trip to Greece and more celebrations in Greece for earth-friendly products and 50 years of an amazing history and course.
Absolutely. So I board a flight on the 27th, and we're celebrating in Greece on June 29th. And that's going to be the final culmination of all of our 50th anniversary celebrations. And I think it's really important that as we travel to every facility, we were also very cognizant that the final celebration would be in my father's homeland, to go back to our roots, to where we're from, and to celebrate the journey there. And so obviously we're at 50 years, and I look forward to celebrating 100 years. I might not be around for that celebration, but certainly my daughter and others. But I think it's really beautiful to come full circle and to come back to Greece. And so we'll celebrate there, and I'll actually have the opportunity to spend about a month in Greece, because it's an exciting time for Ecos in Greece as well. We now have over 75% of the market there. We're sold in all sorts of retailers throughout Greece, whether in Sklavenitis or Metro, My Market, and Alpha Vita Vasilopoulos, and so many great retail partners. And it'll be great to have them there, as well as so many other academics and other people who really understand the great importance of green jobs and of bringing, green jobs to Greece. And that's a very exciting endeavor and a partnership for us. And I'm just excited to celebrate our 50th anniversary in Greece at the end of the month.
Well, happy celebrations, happy 50 to the next 50. And enjoy your evening and have fun presenting that award. I know somebody's very, very nervous inside.
Absolutely. And congratulations to all of the filmmakers, to all of the people that have worked so hard to make the festival so wonderful. I'd like to give my deepest congratulations to, Aris Katopodis and Katarina Zahariou and Ursi and Angeliki and just Alex, and everyone that worked so hard. This has been a wonderful 11th film festival, and all of us at Earth Friendly Products look forward to many more years of celebrating Greek film and culture here in Los Angeles.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Have a fantastic evening.
Thank you.
With Petros Charalambous right here on the side of the red carpet, LAGFF closing night. Tell us your emotions right now as we are on the 5th day. Your film has been screened. Just tell us what's resonating, what's coming out. How are you enjoying all this?
It's been like 5 wonderful days. We really enjoyed each single moment of the festival. We were very happy that we have people in the screening they embraced the film. It went really good. We're very happy for this. We're sorry that it's going to end, because it means that we're living in Los Angeles, which has been great. As I said previously, it's the first time I come back after 17 years. So I hope in the next LA Greek Festival, I'm here back with a new film.
Well, we hope that too from the bottom of our hearts, because I could just see your excitement and your joy, although you're a little bit exhausted like we all are. But it's a good feeling, so we'd like to see you here again as soon as possible.
I would love to be here. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything.
My name is Michelle Poulos, and
I'm Gregory Donovan.
we're with the film A Late Style of Fire, Larry Levis' American poet.
How has your experience been here for the past 5 days?
Oh, we were just a minute ago talking about what an incredible experience this has been. We've seen some of the greatest films, fantastic films.
And the programming was really well done. The matching up of short subjects and feature-length films, really well done. We really appreciated how it was done for our film as well.
It was very thoughtfully curated. All of the films here have been outstanding.
Wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So you're on your way now to the closing ceremony and the awards. And then there's the after party here. So enjoy every minute of it. And we hope to see you here again soon.
Evharisto, thank you so much.
My name is Savas Christou, and I'm the director of the short film Scream That's Trapped Inside. This festival was so great. I'm really sad that it's coming to an end, but it was a great experience, and there were a lot of people attend to the festival, and all these filmmakers coming from Greece, other people that they already live here. I live here by myself anyway. It was just a great experience. I don't know how to describe it.
Was this your first participation in the festival?
Yes, this is my first participation in Los Angeles Greek Film Festival. Hopefully next year we're gonna be back.
I wish you the best, and I hope you are.
Thank you so much.
So welcome to the 11th Los Angeles Greek Film Festival. I'm Katerina Zakaria, the Director of Education and Culture. I'm also a Professor of Classics and Archaeology at Loyola Marymount University, and I have with us the Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, Richard Fox, who I am grateful for all his support throughout the year. We managed to finance the internships of 5 fellows from our college. Richard, you came here last year, and we are kind of expanding. What do you think about the festival and about the importance that it has for the internship for our students?
I mean, the festival seems like it seems fantastic just generally. It's exciting. These are wonderful films. But I'm really excited that we've been able to sort of support more and more students to come here and just immerse themselves for the full semester, and then the month after the semester ends, and helping to do whatever they can to make the festival a success. I hope we can do more next year.
Thank you so much. I mean, this year, what is, I think, really good for the students is that not only did they write the student blogs as last year, but we managed to finance them to work for an extra 6 weeks. And what they've been doing here is working on outreach, reaching as many as 150 organizations and getting them to come and attend film screenings, as well as attend the Q&As and getting the best quotations from them and tweeting them and getting the wider audience to see what we're doing. So we're really happy with that support, that we managed for the first time to hit a milestone of 100,000 hits in a week for the Facebook page for the Greek Film Festival. So like the LAGFF Facebook page. Thank you so much, Richard.
Thank you.
See you
Thank
next
you for all your work on this.
And we are at the Los Angeles Greek Film Festival with the beautiful and stunning Sofia Milos. We all know Sofia Milos from Criminal Minds Beyond Borders, CSI Miami. Welcome.
Hi.
How exciting is this for you to be at a Greek Film Festival, being Greek yourself?
I love it. I love it. Of course, I would be here to support it. I missed, unfortunately, the opening because I just got back from Italy. And my mom is Greek, so I had to come back for at least a clothing night because, of course, I'm half Greek, half Italian, so I'm going to be here to support it.
And you've got all of the characteristics to support the Greek and Italian in you. Just a stunning woman. And what... Oh, pardon? That was my following question. What are you most excited about this evening in the festival?
Well, seeing all my Greek fellow actors, friends, producers, directors, and of course to see the movie and see just my peers getting awarded and getting acknowledged for what we love doing.
And what are you planning next?
I'm actually already started working on a new film called Fake News, which is why I came back. I'm starring in the movie with Eric Roberts. John Savage is part of the cast as well, and we're starting basically on Monday. We're starting to shoot, so I'm here for the next few days rehearsing, and then we start shooting.
Well, wonderful. And when can we expect that movie more or less to come out?
I think it will be Sam Morris, the producer and writer, is planning on bringing it to AFM, so 6 months. It'll be a quick turnaround.
Wonderful. We can't wait.
Me too. I'm excited.
With such an amazing cast, that's very exciting.
Yeah, great cast. Oh, and Marty Cove is in it too. Yeah, so really, really great cast. Yeah.
So you're here for the festival, you're having all this excitement, and you've got a movie coming up. All the best to you, and enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much. I have a movie coming out in Italy as well called Odissea dell'Ospizio with Jerry Calà and the whole cast of I Gatti, Vicoli e Miracoli. Of course, it's in Italian. Maybe next thing I will do something in Greek.
Yes, that would be perfect. And we couldn't have a better actress to portray a Greek person in a movie.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Και εμείς ευχαριστούμε. Καλά να περάσετε.
Ευχαριστώ. Γεια σας.
And I'm here with the amazing George Stephanopoulos from the movie Swing Away. Tell us about your movie. Tell us about the participation. How does it feel being at the closing night of the LAGFF and all the excitement that you've been witnessing these past few days?
All of the above. Well, for me, it's a very special moment. I came to the very first Los Angeles Greek Film Festival. That's where I met Reno Saralambidis, where he was screening his film Heart of the Beast. So this has been a sort of an 11-year journey for me. And so to have made the movie in Greece with the fabulous casting that we had there, and with director Michael Nichols, who's been a friend for over 30 years, and then to have the film in this festival, I mean, it's sort of a dream come true. And to be here tonight and closing night with Dimitri Martin and Jim Giannopoulos, who I've known for a long time, and of course Alexander Payne, who we all love his work, and deservedly so. He's going to be a great honoree tonight.
And in the culmination of the film and the festival and everything, is there something that's in the works now from George Stephanopoulos that we could expect anytime in the near future, in the distant future?
Well, I have other projects. You know, I don't think my other projects will take as long as Swing Away did, but I'm kind of doing both legal work and film producing. It's hard to do both, so at some point I'm going to have to just put all my chips in on another film, another project, and they'll be Greek-related stories, most likely.
And that's what was the most, for me at least, the most moving and touching and heartwarming, because I'm 100% Greek, and when I saw that movie, I could just picture myself on every step, every path, every scene of that movie, and all of us that are Greek, we love that.
Right. Well, the film, you know, it's about, it's a golf comedy, and it's in a romantic setting, but it's not really a golf film. I mean, it's about, you know, an appreciation for music and nature and art and, you know, love and being loved and dance and music. And we have all of that, which is why I think we hit all the notes and why people are responding so positively towards the film.
Well, wonderful. We wish you the best. Enjoy your evening, and we hope to see you back at the festival soon.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here.
And I'm here with the fabulous Billy Zane, who just joined us at the LAGFF, the closing night ceremony. Welcome.
Hadika, thank you very much.
And your participation and your support and your everything for the LAGFF. Tell us about it.
I've been on the board for many years now, and a supporter prior to that, and certainly a proud audience member, I think, prior to even that event. Tonight I'm thrilled to be here to honor dear friend, old friend Alexander Payne, here with my sister Lisa Zane and some friends. Lisa was actually in I think it was his senior project, his film project for UCLA, which is kind of amazing, his film school movie. So I've known him since he was graduating college some time. So we're very proud of him. And I'm always a big fan of the cinema Greece manages to produce every year, regardless of any of the constraints upon budget and the difficulties it is. I mean, it's hard to make a movie anyway, but under those conditions, I could only imagine. But yet, the sincerity in performances and the integrity in the story and the innovation around the execution of these films is always really so stunning. I've seen a lot of independent offerings from around the world, but it's not just because I'm Greek, but I've always been very proud of the caliber of cinema Greece produces. It's always fairly bleeding edge, and the performances are always incredibly modern in that they're so natural and in the pocket, which is a curious contrast to the comedy you'd see on television in Greece, which is still wonderfully broad. The sitcoms are quite mad, but the cinematic acting is world class.
I just have a brief question I'd like to ask you. I want some feedback from you on this. There's a major effort underway to try and have more and more films, Hollywood films, big productions, to be filmed in Greece. How do you feel about that as being an actor and being Greek?
I think it would obviously be great for the economy and the community. It adds certainly a lot of production value to any film and production. I've always been beating the drum for Greece as a location when I have the opportunity to influence someone to shoot there. Obviously, it's economics and tax incentives that ultimately attract people to different territories and regions. But, I think the caliber of talent and probably the cost of production there would balance out any of the incentives, but the only reason maybe perhaps not as many people are knocking on the doors is because you're having to rival incentives from other countries. But I think the key is to make or hopefully develop content that could only take place in Greece. But we'll always find other ways. But yeah, I'm a champion for it.
Well, thank you very much for stopping by and speaking with us. Enjoy the evening and enjoy rooting for your friend there who's getting his award. An evening at the LAGFF would not be complete without having Christos Vasilopoulos with me. Thank you, Christos, for joining me. Again, I'm turning into be family with this guy. I love him dearly, Closing night.
Closing night. What can I say? I'm very excited. I think we're going to see a great movie. We're going to have awards. People are going to be emotionally attached to that night. It's going to be great.
I want something great from Christos Vasilopoulos. Tell us something great that's coming up with you.
Something great is the kids movie that I did a couple of years ago, and it's coming out on the 21st of June, and we have a premiere at the Universal City Walk.
Yay, exciting.
You actually have a ticket there, but you don't know it.
Oh, I don't know it? I won't tell me. I won't tell me then. I won't tell me.
So it's a kids movie. It's coming out on and then the other thing we're waiting is for the 4th season of The Last Ship.
Can't wait for that.
It's going to be awesome. I have 6 episodes out of 10. And I can only say that it has to do with Greece. Which is a good reason for you to watch.
I'd watch anyway, but especially with the fact that Greece is involved, that I wouldn't miss it.
You're such a Greek.
I am. And we always prove it because we always run into each other having gyro.
Oh my God, yes. This is the best thing.
And here we are at the LAGFF and Christos Vasilopoulos, my brother from another mother and father. What can I say? So long for now.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
LAGFF, and I'm here with actor Adonis Maropis. Welcome.
Ευχαριστώ. It's good to be here. Obviously I'm a full-blooded Cretan, and it's always great to come to the Greek Film Festival and support all the Greeks and those that are connected with us. And I just saw a movie yesterday with my friend George Stephanopoulos, Swing Away, which touched my heart and soul. And that's what this is all about, touching people's hearts and souls and hopefully elevating people and showing the world what us Greeks are about. So that's why I'm here. And I love everybody, especially this camera and the person to my right and left and you. So it's great to be here. Any questions? No questions? I can't hear you. Huh? No.
Well, if we have any on our Facebook Live, I'll let you know later.
Okay.
During the party.
All right. Thank you very much. Great seeing you, or seeing me. Okay. Bye.
I'm here with the stunning Aliki Theophilopoulos, who's from Ode de Mini.
Yes, I'm the director of Ode to Minnie, the Minnie Mouse cartoon that I did while I was working at Disney.
Now, the movie was screened here at the Los Angeles Greek Film Festival. Tell us about your emotions and how you felt seeing your movie being part of this wonderful festival, and what your emotions are this evening as the festival is culminating.
Well, I'm completely honored to have my cartoon be a part of this incredible festival. I've always enjoyed the films that I've seen here, and to have animation be included and to have an iconic character like Minnie Mouse included in the festival is really exciting. And also, you know, the voice of Mickey Mouse is Greek, so I feel like we're representing our people here.
I have a question because I was asked by some of our listeners in Greece, how did that whole idea and concept come about for Mickey Mouse to be Greek?
You know, I know that they were looking to sort of refresh the franchise within the company, and Chris, I'm sure you're familiar with his work. He is absolutely brilliant, and I've worked with him many times on a few projects now. One is a very Greek project, actually. And he's just brilliant, and he brought Mickey Mouse to life in a way that the studio hadn't seen for a while, and he was just a perfect fit to be the new Mickey Mouse.
Well, it was very exciting and very original, a nice twist, and we wish you the best of luck with your film, and please keep us abreast on everything else that's coming up, and enjoy the film and the award ceremony and the party that we're having later.
Well, I will. Thank you so much.
I'm with the amazing Eleni Arvaniti from the Los Angeles Greek Film Festival, Director of Development, producer. How does it feel after 5 days? It's closing night. What are your emotions? Tell us.
It's mixed emotions always every year because we do work so hard. We put so much work into these 5 days. It's a long journey, and for it to only last 5 days, it's sad. We're happy that we've achieved reaching this day, but it's sad because it's going to be over tomorrow.
And from what I understand, and from the participants and everybody, and from what I've seen myself, it appears to be the best ever this year.
It's amazing. It's been amazing this year, and you've been a great part of that with our social media and really sharing the festival via live feeds and social media has been amazing. It's brought actually more people to the festival because they wanted to take part in what they've been seeing on Facebook and on social media.
Well, it's the magic of technology, and every day that goes by, who knows, maybe by next year and by year 12, we'll have even more ways to get out and reach more people and other galaxies, maybe, who knows.
It really is amazing because it's amazing that a lot of people still don't know what LAGFF is. We have people that bring a friend with them each year, and those friends do tend to come back. But this year we're finding people that have no connection to the festival. They didn't come because a friend brought them. They came because they heard about it, saw it, and came to take part. And that's we found like the magic tool, the magic formula. You're right. Mm-hmm.
And what can we, if you can give us like a little hint, a very small hint, what could we expect for next year? Because I know it's a year-long effort, and I know that your busy minds are planning everything even before the end of the closing night.
It's funny that you say that, Andriana, because we are already planning next year, and in the process of working on and planning this year, we're always discussing, oh, well, next year we'll do this, or next year we'll do that. And the truth of the matter is each festival has some basic components to it that's the same, but each festival always takes its own life. There's a different group of filmmakers. Fortunately, there's the same group of sponsors, and hopefully we bring on some new ones as well from a development perspective. But from a production perspective, the film festival always takes life. It's like not knowing the whether you're gonna have a boy or girl. It's the surprise, and it kind of develops in the process. And but we have some plans in mind to do some enhancements next year. How we're going to structure the program, the types of films that we're going to use to build the program. But then again, we don't know until we start receiving those submissions what the festival is going to be about.
Well, I can wish you nothing but the best of success for year 12, which is coming up. And congratulations on this year, which was absolutely amazing. And for all your hard work in putting this wonderful thing together. Thank you as a Greek. What can I say?
You're welcome, and the smiles on people's faces is thanks enough. The responses and the comments of everyone enjoying the films, enjoying the receptions, and enjoying just the social gathering, the support of the arts, the exposure to our culture, the exposure to what's happening in the world. This film festival, which our theme this year is Bridges, has truly bridged a lot. It's knowledge, it's enjoyment, it's art, and it's just a wonderful tool to bring the Greek community together.
Well, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening now. Maybe you could sit back and relax just a little bit.
This is the downside now, where we can just sit back, enjoy the fruits of our labors, enjoy the smiles and the happy faces that we're seeing surrounding us, and just the team and all of the volunteers just relishing the fact that it's a job well done.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much.
So much.
Los Angeles Greek Film Festival Artistic Director Aris Katopodis, one of my favorite guests to speak with.
Well, I'm very happy to have you here, Andriana, in our festival. You guys are doing an amazing job covering the festival. Your interviews in Facebook are getting thousands and thousands of hits. People are calling me and say, I saw you in Andriana's Hellenic radio post, and it was a beautiful event you had yesterday. So thank you for that.
Well, it's our pleasure, and I've had a lot of listeners from Greece that have been sending me messages and saying, we didn't even know there was a Greek film festival anywhere. So congratulations to you for that, and to the magic of social media and Facebook Live and all the other tools we have to use. Now, being the artistic director, it's the 5th day, it's the final day. Your emotions, your feelings, everything from this 5-day event, because from what I understand, it was one of the most successful festivals ever.
Well, we need to thank you, Andriana, and you mentioned social media. I'll get back to that, because we hit a huge milestone. Right? We didn't even think we're gonna be able to do that. We had over 100,000 views in our social media, Facebook Live, and your views and everything. So, which is a huge number. So people are paying attention. People are watching, people are getting all the information and seeing what's happening. And yes, it is a very successful festival so far. And from the films that started, and we think it's going to be a very successful closing night as well. We not only have the 50 movies plus, the 50 plus filmmakers, we have great presence in the press and social media, and the excitement of the people that do come and watch the films. That's the best response for me. They're looking forward to seeing the films. They're looking forward to coming to the festival and networking and talking to people and being part of the atmosphere here. So yes, I think it's going to be a very successful festival as well. And we're just going to be building on the momentum. We're just building on the momentum of the 10th. So this is the 11th, and we're all very happy.
And here's to the 12th. And thank you very much. Enjoy the closing evening movie, the Orpheus Awards. We can't wait to see that. And then to just kick off our shoes at the end of the evening and have some fun and let loose.
Yes, we are all looking forward to that. Thanks again to the Los Angeles Hellenic Radio and you, Andriana. You're doing a fantastic job. And we're looking forward to the closing night and to the Orpheus Awards afterwards.
Thank you very much, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here. It's our pleasure and an honor for us. Los Angeles Greek Film Festival. Alex Kalognomos, executive producer. I really can't say anything about this man, because everything that you see here is under his very, very discerning eye.
It's a big job, but someone's got to do it, and I love doing it. I love working with this organization and having us all work together for so many years. This is my 9th year, basically helping this festival stage its event every year.
And what would you say would be some of your most memorable moments so far this year We still have one more evening. It's underway right now, the closing night ceremony. But we had 4 days before that, and we had a long time leading up to it with a lot of excitement, a lot of preparation, a lot of hard work, a lot of frustrating moments. What are some of the most memorable for you, whether they were easy moments or difficult moments or crazy moments?
Well, I love all of our staff meetings because that's when we get to see the different volunteers really take a step up towards being leaders in this organization and helping us, and they love the culture. So you have a lot of non-Greeks who are volunteering for this organization to see it be successful, and that's very exciting. Just as a culture and as a community, to be able to lead an organization where so many different people come together. And then the next highlight for me would be opening night, because months, if not an entire year, but months and months of preparation leading up to this huge opening night. The filmmakers arriving from 4 corners of the earth, landing in Los Angeles. We're on the phones. We're coordinating that they get to the Hollywood Egyptian Theater safely, that they have their red carpet moment, which is so important to them, Andriana. I mean, they've arrived. So that's a real highlight, opening night.
Anything that you would say that would be frustrating and then you iron it out and you're like, yeah, that was great now?
I think the era that we live in, just the safety and the security of our guests and our filmmakers, it's really, if you really think about the big picture, you have a heart attack and die. You say, why am I doing this? It's so hard. But we have great security. We have the city helping us on so many different levels. The Egyptian Theater, which was built 95 years ago by Charlie Chaplin as a venue to support independent artists, is still in business supporting Greek independent artists. And they just did $1 million renovation, which after 10 years of being here is really nice to see how pristine the walls are. The floors are gorgeous. The chairs are beautiful. Inside, the new carpet and the sunburst. Exactly. All of that is the movie-going experience. You have to protect that for the guests. Or else why would people come if it's not like a great experience?
It's an outing.
It's an outing.
No, I was talking with the director of coordination with Eleni Arvaniti and producer, and she mentioned to me a little while ago that when we were on camera, that she's already, not she, everybody is already discussing next year, because this is just an ongoing thing. It doesn't stop. So although closing night still hasn't finished and we're still not even halfway through, and you're already getting ready or trying, dropping ideas, whatever, of course, for next year. What would you like to wish for next year as an executive producer, and with all your experience and all the institutions that you deal with? What would you like to wish that you'd like to see or, I don't know, experience during the next 12th Los Angeles Greek Film Festival?
Well, that's a great question. On a very practical level, I would love a sponsor who takes care of our parking, because in Hollywood there's nowhere to park. Nowhere. It's hard for everybody to get here. Then you have to ask them to fight tooth and nail to find a parking space. But if we could have a sponsor who would underwrite for the entire 5 days $10,000 to provide a parking lot where everyone could park and come and go, be it across the street or a block away, oh my God, that would be amazing. So we need a sponsor on a very practical level for parking. But on the very big picture, artistically speaking and creatively speaking, it would be my wish that the filmmakers know intuitively that they have a home here all around the world, whether you're Greek or you're a filmmaker who's making something that has to do with the culture, the Cypriot culture, the Greek culture, that you know that we're here to support you and that you take advantage of it.
Well, I think on those two notes, those are the two greatest wishes. The parking, which is very important, and unless you've come to LA and you've been to LA, you really can't understand what the man just meant here.
I know, Andriana, you understand. We understand each other.
Yes,
Thank you.
And I didn't know it until I got here 2 years ago. And yes, it's a major wish, and we seriously need a sponsor to underwrite the parking. Yes, and your other wish as well. And I as a spectator, as a media sponsor, as a friend, I'd like to congratulate you for a fabulous job, and it just keeps getting better and better every year. And thank you for having us with you. And
we love LA Hellenic Radio. We always want you here with us. We love that you have a a lounge here. The filmmakers can come and get to know you, and that every week we listen to you for 2 hours, and we just get our hearts full of culture and events and interesting people who are working in Los Angeles, contributing to our culture. So I really love that you're doing that. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for all your help, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Kick off your shoes now.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Los Angeles Greek Film Festival closing night ceremonies. I'm so happy. I've got Simon Kaskianidis here with me. Welcome.
What a pleasure to be here. Hello, everybody. Hi.
And if I'm not mistaken, you just told me you just got back from Greece, and I feel that air from Greece. How was that experience for you?
Well, Greece is, it's my favorite place to visit. I'm an absolute, what's the right word? I think favoritism, but, I say to everyone, I've traveled the world, but still my favorite place is Greece, no doubt, no doubt.
So now you're at the LA Greek Film Festival. There was some film of yours that was screened or that will be coming out soon. Tell us about it.
So I'm an actor in a film called Cliffs of Freedom with Christopher Plummer and Billy Zane and some other wonderful actors, Kostas Mandylor, who was here with me yesterday. And there was a Q&A for that. That comes out, I think, in the fall, I'd say. I think Lionsgate distributing. And then they screened my film, which I directed and wrote afterwards, called Trust No One. So it was a very memorable day for me, very proud.
It was a very exciting day for all of us that were there at the for the preview of Cliffs of Freedom, and that looks like a very, very exciting film. Could we get a little hint for our audience about what it's about?
Absolutely. It's a kind of a love story between a Greek girl and a Turkish officer at the time of the 1821 revolution. And I play it's a character very similar to Markos Botsaris, the leader of the rebellion. I'm twice the size, I'm very muscly, and I'm just beating up Turks. That's my character. I'm this wild barn door fighter of a guy. Christopher Plummer plays Thanasi, who is the advisor to this Turkish soldier. And it's a throwback to hero stories, huge, Warner Brothers productions, epic battle scenes and love stories. It's a film of yesteryear, so it kind of has that wonderful nostalgia. Audiences are going to like it.
May I ask where that movie was filmed?
It was filmed in New Mexico, in Santa Fe, and the surrounding areas there.
The reason I'm asking you is that there's a big effort underway to do a lot of filming in Greece, and there's a package that is being presented as far as the Greek government is concerned from American investors and directors and producers that want to do something like that so we can have a lot of Hollywood in Greece. How do you feel about that? How do you feel being a Greek or of Greek descent to have the industry being transported, let's say, from Hollywood to Greece many a times to do certain films, to do certain productions, instead of going to Malta or going to New Mexico or going to Romania or other countries for that matter?
Well, the thing that people need to understand is that filmmaking is a business, and it's about tax breaks, and that dictates where you film. It's got nothing to do with anything other than business. So New Mexico has 25%, 30% in television back. Sometimes it's islands, sometimes those tax breaks move around, and a lot of the time politically those tax breaks are taken away. So I think if the idea is presented and it's a wonderful package and it goes ahead and it's Greece, it will be the most incredible thing, because number one, there's nowhere like Greece. It's the most beautiful place. The people are fantastic. And, patriots like myself would love to film there. And there's a lot of people in the Hollywood business that are Greek and would jump at that chance. We're all waiting. I think it's a very politically volatile situation because the arts over there the infrastructure needs to reflect that in the politics and in the financing.
Well, that's something that we're all looking forward to. And I know, as you mentioned yourself, that there are many, even non-Greek actors that would jump at the chance. They flock Greece every year for vacation. And I think it would be wonderful. And hopefully we could do something like that. And we could just start a whole wave going so we could have something like that materialize in Greece. And I also see your pin there. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Wish you the best. We look forward to your films and to see you here at the festival next year and even before that.
Thank you very much. Να είστε καλά.
Εγώ είμαι ο Σωτήρης ο Τσαφούλιας. Εγώ είμαι ο Πυγμαλίων ο Δαδακαρίδης. Είμαι ηθοποιός. Και έχουμε έρθει εδώ με την ταινία Έτερος εγώ, η οποία είναι στο διαγωνιστικό κομμάτι για τα βραβεία Ορφέας. Είναι εντυπώσεις. Μαγικά, απίστευτα, σαν πόλη και σαν διαδρομή, γενικά μέχρι εδώ.
Σαν θεσμός εδώ έχετε ξαναβρεθεί?
Όχι, εμένα είναι η πρώτη φορά. Εμένα η πρώτη μου φορά είναι.
Πώς σας φαίνεται σαν ηθοποιοί, γνωστοί, παραγωγοί κτλ. Που έρχεστε από Ελλάδα, στην άλλη άκρη σχεδόν του κόσμου και βλέπετε μια τέτοια προσπάθεια να γίνεται για τον ελληνισμό και τον ελληνικό κινηματογράφο, για τους Έλληνες δημιουργούς. Εσείς πώς αισθάνεστε, δηλαδή το φανταζόσασταν έτσι πριν έρθετε, είναι κάτι παραπάνω από ό,τι περιμένετε, είναι κάτι λιγότερο, τα συναισθήματά σας σαν professionals τέλος πάντων που είστε από την Ελλάδα, από τον ελλαδικό χώρο?
Κοιτάξτε, οποιαδήποτε προσπάθεια γίνεται και έχει τη σαν βάση της την αγάπη για τον κινηματογράφο και πολύ περισσότερο για τον ελληνισμό μέσα από τον κινηματογράφο, είναι πραγματικά κάτι πανέμορφο, είναι κάτι που να το αγκαλιάζουμε για να το στηρίζουμε όλοι και όλοι με την παρουσία μας και όσο καλύτερα μπορούμε να το κάνουμε να εξελίσσεται και να γίνει τόσο δυνατό καλύτερο για το καλό και της Ελλάδας και του κινηματογράφου.
Θα συμφωνήσω με τον Σωτήρη και θα προσθέσω ότι είναι υπέροχο να μπορείς να φεύγεις από την πατρίδα σου και να βρίσκεις ένα αντίστοιχο κομμάτι της πατρίδας σου χιλιάδες χιλιόμετρα μακριά, που πόσο μάλλον που εδώ πέρα είναι ουσιαστικά η βάση του entertainment που λέμε και της δημιουργίας. Οπότε είναι ένα τεράστιο, αν θέλετε, θετικό πρόσημο και για τους ηθοποιούς και για τους σκηνοθέτες και για τους παραγωγούς να μπορούν να παρευρίσκονται και να συνομιλούν με ανθρώπους που έχουν χτίσει μια ιδιαίτερη διαδρομή εδώ.
Λοιπόν, εμείς το μόνο που μπορούμε να κάνουμε, σας ευχηθούμε καλή επιτυχία. Καλή επάνωδο όποτε επιστρέψετε, δεν σας διώχνουμε προς Θεού. Να καθίσετε εδώ, να περάσετε όμορφα, να δείτε και τις ομορφιές από αυτή τη μεριά του πλανήτη και να έχετε πάντα επιτυχίες και να σας δούμε, ελπίζουμε σύντομα πάλι, στο Φεστιβάλ Κινηματογράφου του Λος Άντζελες και ανώτερα και όχι μόνο.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ, να είστε καλά.
Σας ευχαριστούμε πολύ, πολύ καλή συνέχεια σε ό,τι κάνετε. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ.
And I have the man of the hour for this evening's Orpheus Awards. I've got Dimitri Martin with. Welcome.
Thank you. How you doing?
Very good. And tell us about your participation this evening, what we can expect, because as far as I know, the Orpheus Awards are about to begin.
Yes. I think I'm in there in about 5 minutes.
Thank you for taking time to be with us.
No, yeah, it's fine. I'm the MC. I'm the master of ceremonies, and I'm just going to be introducing the presenters, and I guess I'll do a little bit of time up front. Hopefully it's a nice room. We'll see. I don't know what the crowd's like, but yeah, it should be good.
And just because we have a lot of listeners and viewers in Greece, I would like you to tell us a bit about yourself and your Greek background and what it is that you do here other than being at the LAGFF.
Okay. So to the real Greeks, I am of Greek descent, but I was born here in America, and my parents were born here as well. But both of them have parents from Greece. And my father was actually a priest. So I grew up in the church. I mostly do stand-up comedy. I did make my first film. I directed, wrote, and started my first feature film, and it came out 2 weekends ago, and it's in theaters now. And it's called Dean. And it's, yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Thanks, yeah. So I took the leap, so hopefully I'll get to make some more movies. And yeah, that's about it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. We don't want to keep you. We know you've got to go on stage in like 30 seconds rather. So, have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us.
Ευχαριστώ.
Bridges. Bridges are some of the most amazing human feats of engineering on this earth. 10 plus 1. A scientist would tell us that's 11. A 2-year-old probably wouldn't know. But tonight we can all be 11. Hello, my name is Tyler Watson, and what you're witnessing is Wet the Hippo. Yes, thank you. This is a big night for us. We have performed all across this city in such venues as a Taco Bell parking lot, the back of a budget rental truck, and we even did a show once in a bathroom stall. We'll probably never do that again. But we are so thrilled, so excited, so thankful to be here today at the Los Angeles Greek Film Festival with this piece that we have devised specifically for tonight. What am I looking at? What I see are 3 bodies. And what is a body? A body in its most basic form is a line. So you could say that we have 3 lines up here. And what is a bridge? Well, in its most basic form, a bridge is 3 lines, isn't it? 2 up and 1 across. 3 is a magical number, a holy number. When you're 3 years old, you're scared of everything. Everything, it's a scary world. Picture bugs, shadows in the night. It's a scary world. But by the time you're 11, you're fearless. You're ready to cross any bridge that you come up to. When I think of film, when I really think of film, I get thirsty. Because of all the popcorn. It's very salty. This country has a sodium problem. Maybe stop selling popcorn. In watching the films tonight, I realized something. I need glasses. It was all fuzzy. It sounded great, though. Big kudos to all the sound engineers and the sound designers tonight. I hope they get some awards. I think I'll have some soup now. Good soup. I heard Alexander Payne is here tonight. That's a thrill. That is a thrill. I can't rightly continue this piece until I get confirmation. So if Alexander Payne could just raise his hand, I can continue this piece. There he is. Alexander Payne, everybody. Big night. It's a big night. Is he? Or are you, in fact, Alexander Payne? Can I get verbal confirmation on that?
Yes, I've got Alexander Payne sitting next to me.
I don't know if that's true. Is that true? Are you Alexander Payne? I can't. I don't know. I'm not a good reader of lies. My name's Tyler Watson. Just introduce myself. Hi. Hello. Hello. Congratulations on the big night. Are you going to be around afterwards at the after party? Yeah, maybe we can grab a drink or something. Great. I also know a good pie place around here. Do you like pie?
You know, I actually don't like pie a lot.
Spinach pie? Yeah, that is what I meant. Yes, I know a great spinach pie place. That sounds good. I gotta continue on, but it sounds like we'll be getting some pie. Great, thank you. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I should have. Okay, sorry. I thought there was an aisle. That's my bad. Okay. Sorry. Excuse me. Yep. Okay, that was the VIP section. Notice up here, notice the hands. The hands are important in our work because they lead the eye down to the elbows. One thing I was a little disappointed by with the festival was just that there weren't many close-ups of elbows. What do you guys have against elbows? You wouldn't know it by looking, but all three of these dancers are working with swollen ankles right now. They all had terrible little trip-ups and falls this week. And I'd just like to take this moment to say that I have a mistress. I've been cheating on my wife for the past 2 years, and I've never had a public forum. So I felt like I had to get that off my chest. And isn't that what film's all about? It's all about getting things off your chest. It's about getting your hands dirty. It's about getting your feet wet. It's about entertaining the troops. It's about making mama proud, and nowhere can you do that like you can with film. Film has everything. It has music, costumes, it has, what's that thing called? Craft services? I love me some craft services. You know, my favorite film of all time is probably Gladiator. And I know it's not quite a Greek film, but it's such a good film. And I would just, I have to quote it. I have to quote it right now. So, you know, I think it goes a little something like this. What we do today will echo in eternity. And I think that's true. I think that's true. What you're watching today will echo in eternity. Movies! Movies! Greek movies! Thank you so much for having us. It is my great honor to now introduce the artistic director of the festival, Aristotle Katapodis, and the producer, the festival producer, Lenny Arvaniti, everyone. Thank you so much. We have big
What the hippo, everybody. Thank you so much, What the hippo. Closing night at the Egyptian, it's always a fun place to be. I warned you earlier. Hi, my name is Aris Katopodis, and I have with me Eleni Arvaniti, the producer and executive development and hospitality and filmmaker liaison and a couple of other things. Thank you, Eleni. one always needs a theme, something to define and coin an idea about what a festival is all about. When you see your slate of films and what they represent and what they're attempting to communicate, to tell us, you kind of need to encapsulate that. Building bridges was an easy one to think of. Filmmakers arriving from all over the world and crossing seas. Refugees coming across the seas and crossing all kinds of difficulties. Still, I was not sold on the idea of, it seemed kind of too easy until I started thinking more about it. What is the whole process of the art of film, if not a very large bridge of ideas between the writers, the director, the actors, the producers, and finally, of course, the audience. And these bridges bring the emotions, the characters, they bring everything closer to us. They bring us closer to each other. The whole process of filmmaking is building bridges, so we can see, feel, and understand these ideas. With the Consul General of Greece, Gregory Karahalios, here, and Honorable Consul General of Cyprus, Mr. Kyprianidis, Mr. Panos Divadas, former Secretary of State and Tourism, here today. Is this not a bridge with Greece and Cyprus that continue to assist and support us? Or even the selfless work of love of people like Alex Kalognomos, our producer. Our fearless co-producer and all the other titles that Eleni has. Araceli with the IPDF team that's making such an amazing inroads to the industry. Dimitra Kazdakli, our program manager. Bev Rigas, our publicity, and Mary Down, our talent. And Thespina Patronas, and Georgia Tripodis, and Matos Stathi, and Konstantinos Isaias, and Steve Richmond. Talking about bridges, how about 100,000 views? Because that's what Konstantinos and Steven have managed to do in our social media. As of today, over 100,000 views in our festival. This is, of course, a record, and we're very, very happy for that. Please make sure you like us on your Facebook page. Yes. And then James and Adrian, and yes, Sidano, thank you, Mercy, for your support. And Andriana, who's here today with your film. Yes, these efforts of all these people and many more staff and volunteers bring us closer together. And we thank the festival team for their unmatched dedication and commitment with appreciation. Please join us in giving a round of applause to the LAGFF team. Thank you, everybody. Another large bridge, this is Golden Gate class here now, is the collaboration of LAGFF and LMU with Loyola Marymount University with Dr. Zacharias' efforts. This year, we do not only have the 16+ interns that have been here now for 2 years, helping and learning, but also fellows that have continued up until now and will continue for a little bit more time. Out of these efforts, the highlights idea sprang up, and we're here tonight to see the festival highlights that the LMU film students have shot and captured the last 4 days of the festival. Now, for the first time live, the festival highlights. Let's enjoy them.
I just want to say it's amazing to be here in Los Angeles and enjoying incredible films.
Vasilis Mazomenos, filmmaker. The festival is great movies, great hospitality.
So welcome friends to the 11th Los Angeles Greek Film Festival. It's good to have you back.
have a couple of screenings here in this room, and we will have the director of the Q&A later.
This is a key thing I think in Greece. It's very, very, very good that people really do want to make films.
We are very happy today to have a masterclass in Hellenic. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. This is part of the Project Discovery Forum. It's the industry section of the LA Film Festival.
At this moment in particular, this festival, it's my first time really being a part of anything Greek American. And the cool thing is that it's a very complete feeling that I'm experiencing right now. It feels very harmonious.
Cinema, for me, and I believe for many other people on the planet, it's not just an amusement. Cinema is telling your opinion to the world, but to share your world also with people.
Cinema is art, it's culture, and it's a place that unites people with nations.
Thank you, Los Angeles Greek Film Festival, forever.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you, LMU fellows. Thank you for making these amazing highlights. And we're looking to a lot closer participation and collaboration with LMU in the future. So we're very happy that this is going very strong. How do you like it, LMU?
Great, you're a celebrity.
So filmmakers are not the last ones building bridges. They're the first ones, and and because of these bridges, we're all here today to enjoy and appreciate and celebrate these films. And we want to thank the filmmakers for bringing their films here in Los Angeles, and we appreciate them, and we wish them to have a great distribution and many more films. A round of applause for our filmmakers. Please stand and be recognized. Stand up. Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Please stand up and be recognized. Thank you again. And our sponsors are also in the business of building bridges. Different types of ones, but building bridges are right. And Elena Vaniti, our producer, development executive, hospitality and liaison filmmaker, and a very good friend of mine too, is here to tell us all about it. Elena?
LAGFF is a bridge, then our sponsors are definitely the pillars of that bridge, because it wouldn't be possible without them. Aside from the support, which is so vital that every one of our sponsors gives us, they also provide us encouragement and reassurance that what we do, which is to build and sustain bridges of opportunity to create a form of possibility and growth is worthwhile. So tonight I'd like to thank our platinum patron, Aegean Entertainment, CD Metropolis, and our friend and patron, Marianne Metropolis. Festival co-presenter, the Onassis Foundation USA, our gold patrons, the Kolovos family, who support us not only as patrons, but as friends. Silver patrons, medics, and a special thank you and congratulations to Earth Friendly Products, a company that started with the vision of the late Palla, which is celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. So I'd like to congratulations. And thank you as well, Kelly, for the special award that you give in your father's honor. A very special thanks to Petratos Hellenic Cuisine for their delicious and food and wine that they provide for us. Bronze patrons, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, Loyola Marymount University, and the three schools, School of Film, Television, the Bellarmine College, and the Ecumenical Institute. Cinemax, Marcus and Millichap, Jim Giannopoulos, and West Coast investors. Los Angeles Greek Film Festival is supported also in part by the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors through the Los Angeles County Arts Commission, for which we are very grateful. We'd also like to give special thanks to ELMA, an organization dedicated to European cinema in America, and specifically to Pascal Ledret for his appreciated collaboration. Georgetown Cupcakes and Bakersland for their delicious contribution to our receptions. Delphi Greek and City Cafe for their also a contribution to the benefit of our filmmakers at our Filmmakers Brunch, and also a nice filmmaker welcome that we have for them. I'd also like to thank Icelandic Glacial, Hostess, Digital Film Studios, and Simple DCP for their contribution. Finally, I'd like to thank our patrons, our community affiliates, supporters, and friends, and especially I'd like to thank all of you for your support, which is the foundation of the festival.
Thank you, Eleni, so much for this, and it's amazing listening to all these sponsorships, how much it takes to, how many people are getting together to work together to bring this festival, and we really want to thank them. And also want to mention that there are still sponsorship opportunities available. Please, we still have a couple more left, if anybody is interested.
Well, Adi, when I was looking at that montage, I realized that it takes so much to put this festival together, and so much effort from so many people, so much the generosity we depend on from our sponsors and their support to create what we just saw in, 3 minutes? Or
Yes,
3 minutes.
certainly.
So for that, I'm personally very grateful.
Excellent. Thank you again. And now, it gives us great pleasure to introduce this evening's MC. He's a comedian, an actor, a musician, a screenwriter, an author, a humorist, as well as a director and producer and a film festival director. No, not that last one, no. And a producer. He has appeared on The Daily Show, his own self-titled show on Comedy Central and Notes, and roles in numerous television shows and films, including Taking Woodstock, directed by Ang Lee, which premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. His most recent film, which is out in theaters now, please make sure you see it, you watch it, and for which he is a true triple threat, acting, writing, and making his directorial debut. It is titled Dean. Make sure you don't miss it. He's always supported the festival, and we're so glad to have him back at this evening's Master of Ceremonies. Please give a warm welcome to Dimitri Martin.
Thank you, Aristotle. Thank you, Eleni. Thanks, everybody. I think it was about 5 people who clapped for my movie. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm happy to be here tonight. It's an honor to participate, and we're going to have fun. I'm going to try to keep the show moving. I want to thank the LAGFF. Is that right? I got the letters right? Yes. For having me, and I want to, whoever did this terrifying graphic, thank you. This is, I'm gonna have nightmares about whatever this is. I like it on the poster. This is, I'm seeing teeth over here. I know it's a bridge, but that's a treacherous bridge. It's kind of a ransom note kind of theme this year for it's very threatening. They got the Greek yellow though, the classic Greek yellow, so that's very appropriate for the Greek Film Festival. We almost got it right. It's one of the 3 primaries. We picked the wrong one. So, I got some ideas for jokes. I haven't done this before, so I have cards, and I apologize if I'm reading. I usually do just kind of my own random jokes here, but I have a job tonight, and I'm going to do this well. I'm going to mess up a little bit, I'm sure. There's some names in here that are going to be challenging for me, even as a Greek person, and let me tell you, first of all, thank you for listing my credits. Whenever you list all those, actor, director, writer, I don't know about you, but I start to sense bullshit. They're like, what is this guy doing stuff in his dad's basement or something? What is he directing? Dancer, producer. I'm kind of new at some of that stuff. I'm mostly a comic. But I feel qualified to be here because those are my, showbiz credits that I'm working on. But I have Greek credits. I do have, Greek credits. I think I have some credit here. First of all, just by round of applause, who here is Greek American? If you could clap. Okay. And then who's real Greek? Okay. Shit. Okay. I was hoping there'd be more Greek Americans. This is going to be tricky. Got some Greeky Greeks in the house here. So it's going to be a little bit of tension. But, it's tension the rest of the world doesn't care about. It's swarthy people against swarthy people, for goodness. But I bring that up because, look, I was born here, and my parents were as well. They're both Greek American, but they're from Brooklyn. So I feel like that's as close as to Greece as you can get in America, I think. So I think that's pretty close to being, let's call it real Greek. And my family has a diner in New Jersey. So that's, I think, that gives me credit. Come on, yeah. So I was a busboy, waiter, host, all against my will. That's very Greek to have to work for Uncle Johnny and Uncle George against my will. So that, I believe, gives me credibility tonight. My father was a priest. Ooh, yeah. Head altar boy, and I earned that. That wasn't just because I think, I was the priest's son, but I was an altar boy till I went to college, and I got to do the Themia Da, like I got to carry that sometimes, so that kind of counts. I'm losing you, but stay with me, come on. I was in the Goya. Yeah. One of the worst names for any organization, because there's a bean company that's much more successful than the Greek Orthodox Youth of America, but I was in the Goya, I was president of that organization. And I was in the Hellenic Dancers of New Jersey. And I'm not bragging, but I was good at Tsamiko, Malavisiotikos, Karpathiki Susta, like I knew some, I had some moves. I wore a fustanella against my will for much of my childhood. The Greek festival. So I've survived a lot. And finally, I have this nose. So, isn't that enough? Is that as Greek as anything? I believe so. It's like, I lead with it. It enters places before I do, and that's fine. So that's about it. That's what I have for my credits here tonight. But I think this is going to be fun, and I'm going to keep the show moving here. We have, it looks like about 8 or 9 awards. And, I'm really excited to be part of this. So let me get back to the script here. Okay. I said thank you, so I got that done. Nose, okay, I did that. So, thank you, what was that? So 10 plus 1 decade down, and tonight we celebrate the first year of a brand new decade of Greek cinema in Hollywood. And, that's fantastic. And I gotta say, just as a side note, I don't know about a lot of you here, but I didn't grow up in showbiz or anywhere near it. In New Jersey, all the Greek people I knew had restaurants or flower shops and like lawn equipment, that kind of stuff. And, And that was fine, that was cool. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know any actors or writers or directors or anybody like that who was Greek. Telly Savalas was a big deal when I was growing up as a Greek American, so we had Telly Savalas, yeah. And I'm not familiar with culture in Greece, but in America, we definitely are proud of our 9 or 10 people we have in Hollywood, and you know about them when you're growing up. So to get to be here, this is very interesting. To me, this is like a mix of church and Hollywood, like in one room. These are church clothes. That's how I understood this kind of stuff growing up. So it's kind of a weird mashup in a way. But anyway, I tell people that I feel like we, as a people, we came out of the gates really strong early. I mean, theater, democracy, Olympics, philosophy, architecture, we did very well quite some time ago. Then something happened. I don't know what. We blew it. We definitely... Other cultures kind of pulled ahead a bit. We're still there, but I don't, But now we're coming back. We have, 10 plus 1, this, this, and we have almost the same font throughout the whole thing, but not quite. I noticed that L up there at 11. They got fucking crazy for a second. They're like, whoa, but then all the other L's are like, no, let's not, pull it back, it's too much. And the 0, I'm not a graphic designer, but this is just a big fad. All right. I might leave after this. Can I leave early? I think I should stick with the cards here. Okay. I'm going to start over. So thank you, Aristotle and Eleni. All right, let's go to the next card. We have filmmakers representing over 50 films here tonight, which is fantastic. And we do have one very special filmmaker, writer, producer, and director, Alexander Payne, Alexander Payne, whose contributions to cinema and to worldwide entertainment and the preservation of film have made us all proud to say, that guy's Greek, he's Greek. We'd also like to acknowledge Mr. Payne's special guest tonight, who garnered an Oscar nomination for her performance in Nebraska, which was brilliant. Thank you for coming, June Squibb. Thank you for being here tonight. If you want to stand up, we'd like to acknowledge you. I don't want to make this up. Thank you, June. So, moving along here. To present the first prizes of the evening, please welcome an award-winning and globally recognized leader in the green movement. President and CEO of Earth Friendly Products, the maker of Ecos plant-based cleaners, and a long-standing sponsor of Los Angeles Greek Film Festival. Kelly Vlahakis Hanks, I hope I said your name somewhat right. Thank you. Kelly, please come.
Thank you so much, Dimitri. Thank you to everyone here this evening. As Eleni mentioned, it's our 50th anniversary celebrations, and I just really want to thank everyone here at the LA Greek Film Festival for making that so special for us. They played at both opening and closing night the beautiful 3-minute film that my cousin Petros Antoniadis, who was the youngest filmmaker in LAGFF history, shot as he traveled with us to Illinois and New Jersey, in California, and in Washington. And the only thing you didn't see in that clip is our final 50th anniversary celebration, which will take place at the end of June in our homeland in Greece. So we're very excited to return to my father's roots for that celebration. So, as you saw this entire weekend, filmmakers have used their limitless imagination and creativity to tell compelling stories while staying true to the traditions of Greek culture. Now, more than ever, we need their powerful voices to reach out to the world, to push boundaries of art and communication. Their innovative work has changed the rules by thinking outside of the box, and their creative energy is infectious, as evidenced by the emotional connection that each of their works evokes in us. And tonight, I'm honored to present 2 very special awards. The first award is the Special Jury Award, which is an acknowledgement by the jury of a short film that showed significant merit in this year's festival. And the second award, which is very near and dear to my heart, is the Van Vlahakis Award for Best Short Film. It's named in honor of my father, who was a huge supporter of Greek filmmakers, Greek films, and believed in the power of film to build communities and to bring important messages to a much wider audience. And there's so many very important messages to tell today, and we've seen that throughout the festival, whether it's sharing the beauty of Greece, the heartbreaking images of the refugee crisis, or the importance and the urgent need for environmental action, especially in the face of powerful forces who would undo the hard work that's been done by so many of us. The winner of the Van Vlahakis Award for Best Short Film will also leave with a $1,000 prize to help them continue their important work. So without further ado, I'd like to play the 22 clips from the 22 short films in the festival.
Να ξεκινήσεις τη μέρα σου.
Πάντα φτάνω πρώτη και πάντα περιμένω. Σήμερα όμως καθυστέρησα και με συγχωρείτε γι' αυτό, γιατρέ.
Does anyone else have a key to your apartment?
Okay, so as you can see, these Greek filmmakers have used their individual voices to redefine the intersection of imagination and the physical world between Greece and Hollywood, using the power of film to showcase the powerful messages of love, loss, and resilience that define the human experience. And the Special Jury Award goes to Limbo, directed by Konstantina Kozermani. It appears that Konstantina couldn't make it this evening, so I'm happy to accept this award on her behalf. Congratulations. And a film that certainly stood out from the rest. It's with great admiration, immense pride, and distinct honor that I present the Van Vlahakis Award for Best Short Film to Play by Vangelis Libaropoulos.
I wasn't ready for this, and I thank you very much. It's very strange being here. I've watched so many people being up here from down there, and it was much more comfortable. I've done hundreds of TV commercials. This is my first ever, storytelling longer than a minute and a half, and it was a pleasure shooting this film and a great honor being here, and I thank you very much.
Thank you, Kelly, and congratulations, filmmakers. That was kind of a long speech, but we appreciate it. For our next award, please welcome an actor and filmmaker who starred in 2 projects that were presented at the festival this year, Cliffs of Freedom and Trust No One, which he wrote and directed. He is currently starring in the Warner Brothers film, Unforgettable, opposite Katherine Heigl and Rosario Dawson. It's in theaters now, so please check that if you can. To present the documentary awards, please welcome Simon Kassianidis. Simon.
Hi everybody. Yassas. To be part of a film festival is a great privilege. I think that anyone that makes films knows how hard it is, and I think that when you make independent films, you know just how much harder that can be as well. To be here as part of this film festival in the capacity that I am and to be invited to present is a great honour. And this film festival has a lot of heart and kindness, and so thank you very much for having me. This evening I'm here to to present a couple of awards. Among this year's lineup of films, the festival presented 15 documentaries from 7 nations. Let's have a look at highlighted moments from this year's documentaries.
Pretty good.
There was a constant struggle between creation and destruction, and he wanted to be at the center of that.
I'm a Greek American, and I'm also a ski movie filmmaker. You know what I'm talking about? Those movies where people travel all over the world, skiing in beautiful places.
This is the worst place that any human being can do this. If I knew this was dangerous like this, I would not be coming to this place.
Βράβευση της κυρίας Βασιλικής Παπαχρήστου Σκουπέλα. 103 ετών είναι μαζί μας.
Noch einmal sage ich dir ganz innig, ich habe dich sehr lieb, Nelly, ich liebe dich. Auf Wiedersehen, dein Peter.
Superficie γιατί θέλω να ζωγραφίσω αυτό το άψεστο, το οποίο με συγκινεί. Το θεωρώ ότι είναι ένα με το ιερό, με το Θεό.
He betrayed Christianity, he betrayed Jesus Christ. We demand his resignation.
Θα βλέπεις ένα ωραίο φεγγάρι.
Ναι, το βλέπω. Πού?
Μέσα στο
να.
So the special jury award for documentary film goes to Janice's Legacy, Refugee Passage to Europe. Now, filmmakers could not be here, so I'll accept this from their behalf. But now we're going to present the Orpheus Award for Best Documentary Film. And the Orpheus Award goes to the Patriarchs Room. The directors here, Is Denai here? Yes. Yes.
I am so speechless. I really thank you so much for believing in this film. I'm so honored to be at this film festival, with this film. Wow. I wish I was Greek. I actually want to be. I was talking about it today. I understand that if you buy a house in Greece, you can actually become Greek.
Right now, for sure.
I'm Israeli, and I found this way to tell this story and was exposed to an incredible reality, and I feel so grateful to it and to the people that allowed me to make this film, and to the characters, and to Greece. And I just said today that being Israeli is kind of like, being Greek is kind of being Israeli, but without the edge. You guys have all the great qualities. So I'm so honored to receive this award. Thank you from the depths of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon, and congratulations, filmmakers. And wow, to hear from an Israeli that we have edge, I mean, I think that's an honor for all of us. I mean, Jesus. I mean, not Jesus, actually. So you guys have it rough, so congratulations. This is incredible. Okay. Yeah. A lot of energy in the room. This is a great room, great room. You know, for comedians and stuff, when we see a room like this, it's trouble, because when the ceiling's really high, it's just very hard. I think it's wonderful for watching movies, but it is harder, I think, for all the speakers. It's tricky when you have a big... And I've never been in a theater like this before, but the people on the floor, it's actually slanting down. Right? It's hard to get out of your seat if you're in these seats. It's weird. I've never had that. I know this is a famous... Oh, thank you. I got heckled, but it was positive, so don't worry, guys. It was good. The International Project Discovery Forum is the festival's development program with a focus on Greek and Balkan feature film projects. This year, the festival celebrates 5 years of the program. In fact, Son of Sophia, our closing night film, which many of you just saw, was here just 2 years ago as a project. So that's pretty great that it was here in development, and 2 years later it's a full feature film that you could all see. to present the award to this year's IPDF finalists, and that's the International Project Discovery Forum abbreviation that I use there. Please welcome the winner of last year's IPDF, and I apologize for messing up your name if I do, Nazil Elif Dorlu, and founding producer of IPDF, Araceli Lemos. I hope I got one of those right.
So I apologize in advance if I faint. Thank you for being here. This is our fifth edition. It has been a very special one. We had 5 projects who came from Turkey, from Albania, from Greece, to present their very in this very intimate stage, their projects to professionals here. And I would like to personally thank Ted and Zoe and Nancy that host me every year so that I can make the trip in order to organize the IPDF. And also the festival team and Katerina for giving us her great LMU interns, Andre and Olivia, who have made an incredible job, and my associate in the crime, Karina Logothetis. We are very fortunate because we had many people who jumped in, great professionals that wanted to meet our filmmakers, to listen to their stories. It was very special for them to be involved in this creative process and to engage with filmmakers that have come from so far. I will just here say big thanks to our jury, Fenia Kosovica, Maria Botsi, Caroline von Kuhn, Pavlina Hatoupis, and Hussein Krumboy. And I will give it to Nazli. Nazli was a last year participant, and her producer is also here, Anna Maria Stanoglu. And for me, it's very happy to have an alum come back, because mostly IPDF is about building a community of people who share a common vision. So Nazli will tell us who the winners are and the reasoning behind it.
It's so nice to be back. The MFI Scripted Film Scholarship goes to a story with universal themes and great potential to reach global audience. A very human tale that we can all relate to. The setting allows us to explore questions of fate when we face adverse reality. The award goes to Telia Petraki and her film Brazil. Of developing the story, the screenwriting residency can help Talia find its essence and refine the vision of her narrative.
And we'll say the second and then
okay. The IPDF award goes to the most authentic story that offers the potential for a compelling cinematic experience. The jury hopes that this award will open up the possibility of finding the right producing team to realize such an ambitious original narrative. The award goes to Hasan Serin, and I will no longer be silent.
I would like to thank all of you, especially this program was so useful and open-minded for me, and thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Los Angeles Film Festival, Greek Film Festival. We had an amazing time, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, presenters, and congratulations, filmmakers. I don't know if it's too late, but can we get music to play when people, maybe when they're coming up, just any music, or we could all sing something, because I feel bad, it's so awkward, especially come down the steps and we're, feel it, so just hit anything, let's get some music going. Spice it up a little bit here. Support people. And yeah, right? Or applause, we could just clap longer, whatever you guys think. On a side note, I just want to say, I think it's just so wonderful to see everybody coming together. It just feels like such a supportive group of people. And the filmmakers, I feel like people really support each other. It's so hard to make movies. It's even harder when you're starting out and you have no money. I made one, barely. I barely got through the thing. So I just want to give a round of applause to all the people who are making things and the people who have to live with them to go through it. Yeah. It doesn't matter what culture you're from, we all suffer to make things, and the people we love, they have to suffer with us. My wife is here, so I just wanted to say that. To present the awards for Best Performance and Best Feature Film are two of this year's feature film jury members. One is managing editor features at Variety, and the other is an award-winning director. His latest film, Dominion, stars John Malkovich, and he is working with the Greek government to develop a film studio in Syros. Please welcome Peter Garanikas and Stephen Bernstein. And I left someone out, I'm sorry.
We have a third juror as well, Sharon Mooney. Yes.
I'm Steve Bernstein. Before I get into my introduction, I just want to thank everyone who's been supporting us in our efforts to build a studio in Greece. As you know, it's been a long and arduous journey thus far, and we have a ways to go. But we are hoping to run our first pilot training program this summer in August. And as the EU is not as yet forthcoming, it will be, we are trying to raise the money here. And we needed to raise about $240,000 to bring all the tutors' equipment and so on that we need in Syros. And thanks to your generosity, we've raised about half of that so far, so thank you very much. We hope that you might visit our website, somebodystudios.com, and top up that last 100,000 or so that we need, so that by the end of this evening I can announce that I will be going in August with a group of great filmmakers to start expanding the Greek film industry. The act of making the independent film, either here or in Greece, is an illness of the mind for which there is no known remedy. It is a decision made by the mad in the belief that they might provide something to audiences that will be edifying, entertaining, and profitable. They then set out to prove to investors, actors and actresses, certain governments, and a great many crew members that their vision can be realized. Sometimes they must also prove this to their husbands or wives, and most invidiously, sometimes to their parents, both dead and living. The last category can be the most difficult. Even after I was in the American Society of Cinematographers and the WGA and the DGA, I know my mother was still encouraging people she met to phone me about making videos of their weddings, christenings, and bar mitzvahs. I turned most of them down. I said profitably before, I was only joking. To add to the almost ritualized humiliation of the independent filmmaker, not only do we have to suffer beyond all reason to get our films shot, we then have to get them sold and distributed. We post breathless messages about screenings on the internet. We sit on panels and get asked what it was like to work with the actors we work with. It was great. We had a great time. We're going to work together with friends. And we get offered derisory sums of money from distribution companies we haven't heard of until we are sitting in their offices admiring the posters for their last 5 slasher films and there is yet unreleased teen rom-com starring an adorable animated dog and a young actress who will be arrested for drug possession sometime in the next 5 years. But making the independent film is one of the most satisfying, exciting, depressing, life-defining, soul-destroying, spiritual, and vulgarly prosaic experiences you will ever have. But it's also vital and important. Drama is a holding up of a mirror to life, not to reflect it, but to see in the fog of our collective breath, to show us we are all still breathing, that we have a commonality of experience that includes love, irony, comedy, pain, desire, the search for peace, for knowledge, and most importantly, I think, hope in a future we hope pliable. All the films in our category did these things. We thought there was a nobility of purpose to every one of them. And so, to the mad, misguided, courageous individuals who made these pieces of art, my heartfelt congratulations from another on the same road. That's me you are hopefully stepping over, gurgling and talking to myself, proud to have shared a journey with all of you. We hope this great festival helps you on your way.
Thank you, Stephen. I would encourage all of you to visit his website. It's really fascinating. And now for the awards, but first let's have a look at some of this year's most outstanding films with the most outstanding performances in the films themselves.
Προβλέπετε σεξ?
Μάλλον αυτό ικανοποίηση.
I used to believe in borders, but not anymore. Now, I believe borders are business.
Μου αφήνεις νόματα έξω από την πόρτα και στο ίντερνετ, στο κομπιούτερ, δεν τα βγάζω στο κεφάλι μου.
Your family has a very painful story. It's time to tell Mariana the truth.
Bonsoir. Τι είναι αυτό?
Βάλε καρφίτσι σου που πονάς.
Я приехала к одному человеку, чтобы ухаживать за ним. Это ненадолго.
Zoe Papadopoulos for the win. It's almost a certain suspension for a very long time. maybe the time for golf is over.
Maybe it's time for something new.
Πρέπει να είστε πιο ασφαλή. Γεια σου, μιλάς ελληνικά?
I do, but I think you don't.
Ένας κατά συλλογή δολοφόνος που υπογράφει τις πράξεις του, αλλά θέλει να ξέρουμε ότι το κάνει ο ίδιος. Να κάνει την πρώτη μεθονή σε ένα τύχημα και τη δεύτερη σε αυτοκτονία.
Τιμωρή. Τι έκανα που δεν έπρεπε. Τι έκανα που έπρεπε. Τι έπρεπε να κάνω και δεν το έκανα. Πυθαγόρας.
Alex.
Κύριος, κέρδισε μια ξέχαστη κοντέρα, την βάρκα του καπετάν Ανδρέα και εγώ την ψαριά θα είναι δική του. Μπράβο.
Στην κορυφή του ψιλονίτη, με παράπονο τώρα.
It was a great group of films. Each one was fascinating in its own way. The Special Jury Award for Best Performance goes to Evangelia Andriadaki for Spanish. And now the Orpheus Award for Best Performance goes to Konstantinos Farmakas for Boy on the Bridge.
This is very, very special for us. It's going to be very special for Konstantinos as well, because it was his first film. I wish he was here. Thank you very much for this. Thank you, the jury. Thank you to the festival for having us here. It was, for me, it was a bridge to come back to Los Angeles after 17 years with a film called Boy on the Bridge. And I'm very, very happy that you could see in Konstantinos' eyes everything we wanted to say and all the love we gave to this film. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I will give it to him. And thank you. Thank you.
And now the Special Jury Award for Feature Film goes to the film you just saw, Son of Sophia, by Lina Tsipi.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here again. I was here 3 years ago with my first feature and with this feature in the stage of development in IPTF. So I'm very happy to present the film here in Los Angeles Film Festival. Thank you. I thank the jury and also the festival who invite us. Aris, Dimitra, Elsie, Eleni, and of course Araceli. Thank you.
And now for the final award of the evening. It's the big one. The Orpheus Award for Best Feature Film goes to America Square by Yanni
I'm not the filmmaker, I'm representing this film. I'm very, very happy that America Square has won in Los Angeles. What did I want to say? The screening was great. I loved the festival. Thank you very much for having us. It's been a great experience. It is for all of us a very special work, for all the actors, the protagonists, for Yannis Sakaridis. He also loved this work very much. We're all very proud of it. And what I want to say, maybe to a little tribute also to the character that I portray in this film, and it is very important. It refers to the refugee crisis, the social crisis, the economic crisis in Greece. I want to dedicate this to all the filmmakers who tell the stories of today, that tell the stories of Greece, of the world. It is very difficult to make films in Greece. The short filmmakers, the feature filmmakers who write their scripts 10, 15, 17 times, even if you get money, it's still on a level of independent. And I want to dedicate this to them. And of course to Tarek. And to open the borders, not to raise walls, and to tear down whatever walls have remained. Borders are business. War is business.
Congratulations, filmmakers. Thank you, jurors, for donating your time and talents. Our last Filmmaker Award is one that is selected by our audience, and it's called the Orpheus Audience Award, appropriately. To present this award, please welcome an actor who has appeared in film and television in both Greece and America on shows such as The Last Ship, Banshee, and Erotas. He's also a former host of the Orpheus Awards. Please welcome Christos Vasilopoulos.
We have a full house tonight. Tonight I'm here to present the Audience Award. As an actor, I was raised and brought up in a country like Greece that gave birth to acting. And acting doesn't exist without the audience. My watch is something that I got from the audience. My apartment is something that I bought because of the audience. The audience is something that is alive, especially for actors that have a theatrical background. And I'm very happy and very pleased to say that I was educated with a lot of masters of the theatrical scene in Athens, Greece, and also served in the National Theatre of Greece for 3-4 years. I can tell you that we get all the vibes from the audience. We are continuing to do everything we do only when the audience breathes, only when the audience claps, only when the audience applauses. Right? And without further ado, I would like to give the award for the Audience Award to the other me.
Thank you so much. To all my actors, Pygmalion Dadakaridis, which are with me today, and my producer, Petratos. We believe that this is one of the most important awards from us. We also took the Audience Award in the Thessaloniki Film Festival because that's exactly the reason we are doing the films, to communicate with the audience. Unlike you, I lost a watch and I lost an apartment in order to make a movie and communicate. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you.
Congratulations. And now for the final award of the evening. It's, for me, truly an honor to introduce our next presenter. He's been a mentor to so many people, including to festivals like this one, for which he serves on the Honorary Advisory Board. And if you don't know him, he is one of the kindest, most generous, warmest people you'll meet. And he happens to be extremely successful and quite powerful in this town, but he's just such a humble, genuine person, and I know him a little bit, and I feel honored that I know this guy. He's now the chairman and chief executive officer of Paramount Pictures. And that's a big deal. And I want to give him a special round of applause before I bring him up, because that's a hell of a job to deal with. So it really is just my honor. I just think he's just such a wonderful person and a really inspiring guy. Please help me welcome Jim Giannopoulos, everybody. Jim!
Very kind words. I made some notes, but I don't really need them to talk about Alexander Payne, who is a brilliant filmmaker and someone I'm proud to call my friend. Alexander's made 6 movies so far, and he's finishing his 7th, which you'll hear more about shortly. His 6 films, Citizen Ruth, Election, About Schmidt, Sideways, Downsizing, and Nebraska, collectively earned 18 Oscar nominations. He directed performances for his actors. 7 of them were nominated in 6 films, including Jim Squibb, who's here with us tonight, Jack Nicholson, George Clooney, Virginia Madsen, so many people who worked with him. Alexander's an extraordinary talent. His film, I think he's one of the great directors working today, one of the greatest. And he's just begun. His films are unique, each of them, but they share a common insight into the human condition. They're brilliantly crafted stories, excellent characters. They're full of pathos and comedy, emotion, joy, struggle, triumph. They're really brilliant insights into humanity, and you leave the theater just feeling wonderful along the journey that you take with him. I thought that I knew all the Greeks in the business, and then about 15 years ago, I was with one of the big lawyers in town, and he said, I was having lunch, and he said, I was just with one of your countrymen. I said, oh, really? Who? He said, Alexander Payne. I said, Alexander Payne is Greek? Payne? So that's how I met Alexander Konstantinos Papadopoulos. And I called him up, and as soon as I got out of lunch, I called him up and I said, look, we don't know each other. I mean, I know your work, and I've always thought you're a brilliant, brilliant artist and director, but I know you were Greek, so could I take you to dinner? And we did. We went to dinner, and I said, which phone booth would you like to make into a movie? Whatever you want to do, we should do it. And that's how Sideways. He said, well, I just happen to have this movie about 2 guys wandering around in the central wine valley. What was interesting about that, and a tribute to the belief that studios have in Alexander, is I said to him, I mean, you could have set it in the Napa Valley, at least the marketing guys would have something to work with. And he turned down very big names to hire the people who were just perfect for that movie. And if you haven't seen it, you truly must. It is a truly brilliant film. It was nominated for 5 Oscars, and for which he won 1 for the screenplay. We also did The Descendants together, and then he went to Paramount to make Nebraska and his most recent film, Downsizing. And I love him so much, I left Fox to go to Paramount just so I could be with him. He is, among his many distinctions, the only person in 95 years of Academy Awards to thank his mother in Greek Sagapo Mitera when he won his Oscar for Down syndrome, for The Descendants, and that's an extraordinary thing in itself. For those that always ask, and Greeks always do, so everybody always asks that, so there you go. But I can't say anything that compares with Alexander's work, so please have a look at the work of Alexander Payne.
Please join me in welcoming to the stage our Greek maestro, Alexander Payne.
It's been a long night, so I'll try to keep my remarks zippy. When Ersi called me months ago to offer me this Orpheus Award, my first thought was, well, I guess they've run out of Greeks and need me to help round out this year's program. I was flattered, of course, but really I accepted out of a sense of duty to the miraculous Los Angeles Greek Film Festival, an increasingly phenomenal, significant event and organization. You know, like Jim, I've sat on the advisory board for years, but I've never offered any actual advice. And I haven't done anything for the festival, really, and I'm not proud of that, I'm just telling you the truth. So I knew I would be in Los Angeles for many months editing my new film. I knew I could commit to showing up today on June 11th, and I thought it was time I got involved again with the festival, and I do so happily, so I agreed. But as tonight approached, and I kind of forgotten about it because I've been busy and stuff, but and as tonight approached and I saw in advance this lovely tribute reel and the thoughtfulness and humor that went into it, and I realized my dear friend Yiannopoulos was going to introduce me, and how he always speaks very beautifully from the heart, and I knew my boy crush Dimitri Martin was going to MC, and I heard who was going to show up, and I didn't know that, by the way, Lisa Zane, who started my thesis film at UCLA Film School, is here from Chicago. Thank you for coming, my brother Billy. And I knew who was going to show up, and who, and those I didn't know, well, the quiet enormity of this honor began to dawn on me. And I stand before you this evening very touched, very moved, and very appreciative. It's very nice of you to do this, and thanks from my heart. As Jim told you, I'm the grandson of immigrants from Syros. Mr. Bernstein, I'd like to talk to you about that. From Syros, Ivadia, and Adio. A few years before my father's father found himself in Omaha, Nebraska, there had been an anti-Greek riot that had made national news. And so Nikolaos Spiros Papadopoulos, then only 20, became Nick Payne. And for nearly 60 years built a very successful restaurant business. As you all know, we Greeks place great value on education, and so my father went to Dartmouth, met my mother in World War II, during World War II in Washington, D.C., where she was a graduate student attending American University. He brought her back to Omaha, where he became partners with my grandfather in the restaurant. One of my older brothers was a doctor, and I was supposed to be the lawyer. But as a kid, I'd fallen deeply in love with movies, and although becoming a film director remained a distant dream, it was really all I could think about. So as a college senior, I dared to apply to graduate film school, my thought being that even if I sucked at it, I could go to my grave knowing I had tried it. My parents, however, My parents, however, kept repeating the single worst fucking advice in the world, which is go to law school first, so you'll always have something to fall back on. The opposite is true. Try to do what you want to do first, and you can always fall back on going to law school. Despite their doubts, my Greek parents always supported me, even when they disagreed with me, but it wasn't easy. My father, who never stopped offering to send me to law school, told me many times, "I didn't send you to Stanford to become a waiter." And well into my 30s, my mother would ask me constantly on the telephone, "How much longer are you going to give it?" Let's be clear for the Greeks from Greece in the audience. I'm not Greek. Like Dimitri, I'm Greek American. As Dimitri pointed out, Greeks from Greece see us as different. But they must remember that we Greek Americans cling to our culture more than most other European immigrants from the last 100 years. And in America, we do see ourselves as a very distinct subculture, and as a result, as participant observers. One big reason for that is, of course, like the Jews, we have our own super special secret religion. And another reason is our own stunning physical beauty. I bring this up because they asked me to suggest how being Greek possibly influences my work. And I think a big part of why I make what I hope are observant comedies is that I grew up among funny people within a subculture. We feel ourselves as Americans, but somehow different from Americans. And we observe these Americans, these strange, often cold, often bewildered and bewildering people. We observe this with grounding in what we think is warm, normal human relations should be. I'm simplifying, of course. I'm exaggerating to make a point. But I do suspect that my point of view, this point of view, informs the comic fabric of the films I make, and is maybe part of why I wanted to make movies in the first place. The other aspect about how a Greek background influences my work occurs to me when I do interviews after a movie. I'm frequently asked about tone and how a filmmaker achieves balance between comedy and pathos and sustains both elements within a single story. I'm flattered by the question, even if it's largely unanswerable. But I say that movies in general too often play a single note when real life is a chord. And I say that's what life is, after all, a constant mixture of comedy and pathos. And I point out that in ancient Greek theater, the two masks were never separate. They were always together, charmolipi. But enough about me. My appearance here is a parenthesis to what's important about tonight and about the film festival. We are here to celebrate and encourage Greek cinema. It's a tribute both to the tenacity and ambitions of the festival and to our filmmaking brothers and sisters in Greece, that what we thought 11 years ago, 10 plus 1, might not last, this festival, or if it could last maybe once every 2 years, has now established itself as a permanent annual event celebrating the splendors and persistence of Greek cinema. And I understand there were many wonderful films in this year's program. We saw great clips. Ersi, Eleni, Aris, and the team expressed great love by keeping this festival alive, and through offering a platform in LA, encouraging our sisters and brothers in Greece to express themselves through the miracle of film. Like all of you, I look forward to the day when more Greek films find an audience outside of Greece and outside of film festivals. And I'm optimistic that this could happen very soon. Why? In film, as in all the arts, explosions of creativity and creative success occur because of a historical necessity to say something. Italy and Spain had a lot to say after World War II. Spain and Argentina had a lot to say in more recent years after the dictatorships. In just the last 10 or 12 years, Romania has had a lot to say when they could finally look up from Ceausescu. And think of Iranian cinema and Korean cinema, which travel around the world. Of any country I can think of right now, well, almost any country, Greece has a lot to say. And it will continue to have a lot to say for many years, although, as we all know, for some very unfortunate reasons. It's just a matter of time until more directors find a voice, a brilliant voice, a voice at once specific and universal, a voice that comes from the land that invented comedy and tragedy, but has something urgent to say right now. And if you'll permit me, I have two specific hopes for Greek cinema. The first is, me personally, I hope to see more comedies. I think comedy is the most serious form. Comedies can express anything you want them to with great power, great thought, and great entertainment value. Oscar Wilde said that when you tell people the truth, you have to make them laugh at the same time, or else they'll kill you. And Greece has a tremendous tradition of comedy, from ancient theater through all the classic films of the 50s, 60s, and 70s that Greeks could recite line for line. Filmmakers can aspire to artistry as much within comedy as they can within drama. And what do I mean by comedy? I don't mean something designed simply to make others laugh in an easy, obvious way. For me, comedy is observing other humans with love, with surprise, with shock, with horror, simultaneously forgiving and condemning, everything we feel when we're with our families. And then trying to depict these humans exactly as they are, only in a heightened way that can make an audience laugh or cry with recognition of truth. There's a lovely line from an old Italian playwright and screenwriter, Eduardo De Filippo, if you're interested, which for me is the E=mc² of storytelling, of filmmaking. He who seeks style finds death. He who seeks life finds style. My other hope is that I think will help us hear Greek language in international cinema is the emergence of a star, a Greek star. We should be on the lookout for a great Greek star. It could be one of the most powerful cinematic tools available to the directors. Who would Fellini have been without Mastroianni? Kurosawa without Mifune? Bergman without Lee Goldman and Max von Sydow? Gakoyanis without Irini Papas? Of course, Lanthimos is now using international English-speaking stars, and that's awesome. But I know somewhere there lurks a Greek Javier Bardem, a Greek Marion Cotillard, and I want to see him. A great star helps the director and the national cinema to transcend language and borders. Okay, that's it. I salute my fellow directors visiting from Greece. I wish you luck and success always. I thank Jim for the beautiful introduction. I thank the festival for all the beautiful and important work you do. Hi, Alex. I was asked to bring 5 minutes of my new film, Downsizing. So we have 5 minutes. The premise of Downsizing is this. It's my first sort of big movie with visual effects and stuff. It imagines what might happen for real if, as a solution for overpopulation and climate change, scientists discover how to shrink people down to 5 inches tall. And they propose very seriously to the world it's the only possible humane and inclusive solution to our problem. So, on the one hand, there are abuses, Israelis start shrinking Palestinians, and African dictators shrink their rival ethnic groups, but in the developed world, it becomes actually a way to consume more, because then for any person, any schnook to have a large house on a large mansion on a large lot, you just need, this much space. The scene you'll see now shows Matt Damon and Kristen Wiig as they're contemplating getting small. See you at the party.
And I think I speak for a lot of us. You make us proud to be Greek, and hats off, man. Incredible. Well, that's our program. Thank you to everyone who worked so hard to put this together. Thank you to all of you for coming tonight. A special thank you to Taylor Yanotas for editing the tribute reel tonight. Let's celebrate with Petros outside. See you out there. And to all the winners and presenters, if you could stay for a minute, we want you to get a photo on stage with all tonight's winners and presenters, if you can stay. Thank you, everybody. Good night.